So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriots.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Leopard. Detroit.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they try the right side here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He'll field this at the 5. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Detroit! Detroit!
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And to the left side here, Wilson. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Panthers. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards, and the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 1st touchdown on the year, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they it all right right. Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
We got three. Three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Back to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up second down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And Suckup will put this one right through. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He fights him off. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, If you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Fights off the defender. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
4 down, check. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Runs through the cap. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
What part of it went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hey, I'm coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now they try the right side here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Back that
the gun. They'll look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, or what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Run! 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 Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Nice move at the 40. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
319! 319! Hot! Hot!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Carolina,